Hey, welcome to Skin and Story. Today, we're talking about something that's part merch, part memorabilia, and part museum piece. Tattoo shop t-shirts. These shirts aren't just cool designs printed on cotton. They tell stories, they carry history, and in a lot of ways, they reflect where tattooing has been and where it's going. Over the years, I've picked up shirts from shops across the country, sometimes after a session, sometimes because I respected the shop's work and wanted to support it. Today, I'm going to share a few of those shirts and talk about what makes them more than just souvenirs. Today, we'll look at the art, the purpose, the culture, and the stories behind each one. Let's get started. Before shops were printing t-shirts, they were covering their walls in bold, pre-drawn artwork. These weren't just gallery pieces. These were working tools, a way for customers to walk in, pick a design, and get tattooed right on the spot. This system was efficient and iconic. Classic designs like eagles, skulls, roses, anchors, and snakes let clients choose something meaningful. The art was readable from across the room and fast to apply. Eventually, these designs made their way onto t-shirts. Shops began printing their logos and artwork to give clients something to take home. It wasn't about fashion at first. It was about pride for the shop, for the artists, and for the people getting tattooed. Now, this one here is from Black Sea Tattoo. Now, the print feels like it could have come right off the wall of the shop. Big line work, limited colors, and a style that's really rooted in history. I picked this one up after a session a few years ago. Tattooing has always had its own culture, a sense of insider knowledge. Wearing a shop shirt is a way to say, I'm a part of this. Sometimes you wear it because you got tattooed there. Sometimes it's because the shop means something to you. Either way, it shows respect. These shirts are more than just about the art. They're about the identity. They're worn to concerts, they're worn to grocery stores, conventions, dive bars, you name it. And each time they're saying something without words. Now, this one came from a shop I visited on a trip to Disneyland. I saw they were doing a Friday the 13th flash day, and I had to go. And I wasn't disappointed. The people and the vibe were awesome. When I bought the shirt, I really felt like I was carrying the entire experience home with me. These shirts, they might fade, but the memories never will. Let's break it down. The best shop shirts usually include a few key features. Typically, they'll include a prominent, strongly drawn shop name, hand-drawn lettering, very bold. They'll include the shop's location, whether that's a city name or maybe even just the area code. They'll always feature artwork from in-house artists, and typically they'll have a vintage layout that echoes nostalgia, often with a limited run feel that really makes them feel special. This one's loud. Thick ink on a bright shirt and an image that shouts. It's got that bold, bright style that defines the shop it came from and the art that you'll find there. Some shirts are just minimal, just a logo over the heart. Others are full compositions. Either way, they carry the same energy that you feel inside the shop. In the early 2000s, something changed. Tattoo art moved off the skin and into fashion. Ed Hardy helped kick that door open by putting vintage designs onto high-end shirts and jackets. The result was massive, and it wasn't long before the tattooed-inspired fashion hit malls, magazines, even runways. A lot of people pushed back, for good reason. Tattoos had always been earned, never worn off the rack. But through all that noise, real shops kept doing what they had always done, making shirts for their people, for their clients, for their culture. Some shops, like Shamrock Social Club in Los Angeles, found ways to bridge that gap. They printed shirts that held up in both worlds, workwear and statement piece at the same time. Now this one's clean. You could wear it to a tattoo convention or on the street. It still works. It has that personal touch, though. You can tell it came from a real shop, not a corporate office. Everyone's got something they collect. For me, it's these shirts. They're snapshots that carry weight. Some are from shops that are long gone. Some were picked up after sessions that changed me. Others just spoke to me across the counter. Now this shirt is from a shop that closed last year. A famous shop in San Francisco, Tattoo City. It's a shop that is the foundation of traditional tattooing. Now, I never had the opportunity to get a tattoo there, but I was able to make a pilgrimage, and I still remember the layout of the walls and the feeling of walking through that door. This shirt's all I have left. Now, these aren't trophies. They're tools. They get worn, washed, stretched, just like the stories behind them. And just like tattoos, they get better with time. That's a glimpse into my collection. I've got more, but what matters most is the meaning behind them. Do you have your own favorite shop t-shirt? Maybe one with a great story behind it? If you do, tag me on Instagram at Skin and Story or drop a comment below. I'd love to see it, and I'd love to hear about what makes it special. If you've been thinking about buying a shirt from a shop you respect, even if you haven't gotten tattooed there yet, go for it. You're supporting artists. You're helping preserve a tradition. The legacy of traditional tattooing lives in our skin and in our story. Tag Skin and Story if this hit home and help keep the history alive. Thanks for being here. That's a wrap, son.